Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's show. We're on episode 4 of Stories from the Spectrum. If you are just joining now and you're new to this channel, please hit subscribe and follow along for great content coming your way. Just before we begin, I do want to say that we have a very exciting Flutie Foundation Holiday Spectacular Benefit Concert happening on Thursday, December 9th. It will be a hybrid event, so you can buy tickets to come to Flutie's Pub at Plainridge Park Casino in Plainville, Massachusetts, or you can stream the concert live right here on our YouTube channel. So definitely check it out and hit subscribe before I introduce tonight's guests. So tonight I'm pleased to welcome Tyler Lagasse and Thomas Ankner. So I'm going to bring them on the stream. Hi guys, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Welcome. So I'm going to have both of you just introduce yourselves. So Tyler, how about you start? Just give a quick intro.
Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler Lagasse. I'm a Special Olympian from Tyngsboro. I just turned 35 years old last week. My primary Special Olympic sport is golf, but I also compete in some alpine skiing. Particularly, I compete with the Neshoba Shooting Stars. We usually hold our practices at Neshoba Valley in Westford, Mass., but we also go up to Gunstock in New Hampshire for a little racing. Right now, I'm preparing for the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games, which is to be held in Orlando, where I'll be competing in golf. This will be my fourth such appearance to these games, as I have won the silver medal 3 times in this event in 2010 in Nebraska, 2014 in New Jersey, and 2018 in Seattle.
Amazing. And Thomas, how about you introduce yourself?
My name is Thomas Ankner. I go to Rock Canyon High School in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Uh, I play football as my main sport. I've lettered all 4 years, and I've been academic all-state all 4 years. And I'm a National Merit Scholar semifinalist, and I'm an Eagle Scout also. And my Eagle Scout project was it was a $14,000 project where the first part was designing and basically like painting a mural on the football field at Denver East High School, and then the second part of it was like refurnishing the locker rooms there.
Amazing. Love that. So we're just going to jump right in. So obviously both of you are very connected to sports. Tyler with golf and Thomas with football. So Thomas, can you talk to me a little bit about like your football and your sports past? So, like, when did you start? And talk to me about how having autism has helped or has been a challenge playing football.
As I've always been an athlete, I started playing soccer at a very young age, and then I sort of transitioned into baseball and basketball. But then, sport that I really like the most is football. So I started playing in fourth grade. I started out playing linebacker because I was always like an aggressive kid, and I was always willing to put my body on the line for the team, kind of. And then when I started going to high school, I transitioned into playing wide receiver. And I've worked with some training groups such as Landar Performance and Jenkins Elite and Channel 4 Performance. And recently I've moved into playing 7-on-7 football also in the off season with Team Full Gorilla. And I guess this my autism hasn't really had much of an effect on sports. I feel like because sports have really been like a way for me to connect with other people. Just being on a team together and working together towards a common goal.
Amazing. And Tyler, if Thomas says anything that you want to jump in on, or if you have a question, please feel free. Same goes for you, Thomas. If you hear Tyler talk and you have a question, this is totally an open discussion. But I'm going to shoot it off to Tyler next. So, Tyler, can you tell me about your connection to the game of golf, how you started, and where your game is going? Like, what's next for you?
Well, for starters, I began playing the game of golf when I was 10 years old. I got into it because of Tiger Woods winning the Masters in 1997. But before that, I did some miniature golfing, and I would go out to the driving range also. Then I would work my way up to pitch and putt, and then 9 holes, and then 18 holes of golf. But I didn't actually compete in golf and Special Olympics competition until I was a teenager. Well, I didn't get into Special Olympics until I was about 15, 16 years old when I was playing basketball in high school. And of course, my teammate's father, he recommended that I join Kids and Disability Sports. As you can tell by the pen right behind me, kids. Well, we would compete in Special Olympics competitions, and we would win a state tournament in 2003. And I got to play at halftime during a Celtics game one time. Anyway, going to golf, I would also compete in golf and Special Olympics, as well as track and field and alpine skiing. I would compete in the local level and regional level for Special Olympics and golf, and I would compete in the state level in 2006, where I won my first ever gold medal. And then I would golf in a New England Invitational in 2007. In 2008, I would go to Florida for the National Invitational. I would finish second overall. And as a matter of fact, in the second round, I broke 80 in 18 holes for the first time ever. I mean, it's never happened to me. And to do it in Florida is something else. That's all I could say about it. And the game of golf has absolutely allowed me to travel across the country and meet famous people such as Tiger Woods, most notably, as a matter of fact, in 2012 in the AT&T National Pro-Am that he was hosting. But anyway, I've gone on to compete, as I said before, in Nebraska in 2010, New Jersey 2014, and Seattle in 2018, finishing second each and every time to the same person, Scott Rohrer. He's from South Carolina. He's one of the best golfers I ever had the misfortune, I'm afraid to say, to compete against. But I'm really, really proud for him. I really like the guy, as a matter of fact. Anyway, I usually set the bar high when it comes to my golf game because I have been so successful over the years, and this game has taken me all over the country and allowed me to meet lots of people, famous or otherwise. It has taught me a lot about life. Ben Crenshaw once said that you don't succeed or accomplish anything by losing your temper. Sometimes I have a hard time with controlling my emotions. And anyway, my goals include keeping my single-digit handicap, which is at 6, and trying to break par in 9 and 18 holes and win a gold medal in the USA Games in Florida next summer.
Amazing. Love it. So you talked about how you're working on controlling your emotions in the game of golf. Thomas, do you have to hide your emotions when you play football, or do you get emotionally attached to a play, or you can't celebrate too much because it's gloating at all? Can you relate to that?
Yeah, sometimes. I guess because football's, I guess, a very aggressive sport. So, I mean, as long as you can keep it bottled in until the next play, there's not really much time where you can't let out your emotions, So,
same mentality. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to switch topics now and talk about college. So Thomas is a senior in high school, is applying to school. So tell us about how that's going for you. Where are you looking, or are you facing any challenges that you want to talk about? Tyler's gone to school, so if you have any questions for a graduate, now's the time.
So I'm in the process of just looking for places to go to college, and it's just hard to find the right fit. And for example, a lot of the schools that would want me to play football there, they don't really have the type of academics or the programs that I'm looking for, and or even merit packages that I would want. It'd be too expensive to go there, and so currently I'm trying to keep a broad a broad focus on a bunch of different schools, and some of the schools that I could go to and maybe get a full ride off of my national merit scholarship. That's definitely something I look forward to. And some questions I had. One was for Tyler. Did you keep any support services through college?
Well, as a matter of fact, as I went to UMass Lowell, I would go to the Health and Wellness Center once in a while. I would get some help and assistance and advice on how to manage my schedule, and I became much better at managing time. You know, uh, just trying to keep a schedule, just trying to stay ahead of as much as I could because UMass Lowell is the big leagues compared to Middlesex Community College, and of course I had to adjust. It took me at least a year or so. As a matter of fact, I gotta tell you something. In my first semester at UMass Lowell, I unknowingly took the wrong lab. I took a chemistry 2 lab instead of chemistry 1 because
Oh
I
God.
figured college was just I figured college was going to be very, very hard, and luckily, I met up with the person in charge of the labs, and we talked it over, and he changed the grade from an F to an incomplete. That way, I can take a chemistry 1 lab the next semester because I was actually taking chemistry lab courses in my first semester in the fall, and I got high scores, and I just didn't understand why I ended up getting an F in the end. Like, what? That can't be right. Anyway, we got all straightened out, and after my first 2 semesters, I got an A, and in the spring of 2016, I ended up getting straight A's, and that was like the best
Amazing.
I've ever done. Let me tell you something. College is going to go by so quickly. If you ever make it, if you ever get there, college is going to come by so fast. I mean, those 5 years went by so fast for me. And, well, college is no cakewalk. It is no picnic. It requires a lot of focus, a lot of concentration, a lot of dedication than what you are used to. Well, I'm trying to think of something at the top of my head, but I miss college so much. It's been 2.5 years, and just I just miss learning in a school environment. I really miss it. Believe you me, I do.
Amazing. Do you have any like top contending schools that you're looking at, Thomas?
Right now, I'm thinking about Colorado School of Mines, MIT, and recently, just like a couple minutes ago, I finished filling out the application for Texas A&M.
Oh, nice. Love it. Well, good luck. If you're just tuning in now, welcome to episode 4 of Stories from the Spectrum. I'm here with Tyler Legassi and Thomas Ankner. We're in the middle of our deep dive conversation. Make sure you subscribe for more great content coming your way. So now Thomas, do you have any other questions for Tyler?
Oh yeah, I have one more.
Okay.
Did you live with a roommate? And
Well, well, I live in Tingsboro, Massachusetts, so
Mhm.
I commuted to and from
Oh, okay.
school. So I didn't live on campus. Um, well, I didn't want to pay for room and board because it was a little bit too expensive, and
Yeah.
I was only taking like 2 classes per semester, part-time basis. As a matter of fact, I didn't have my own car until late in my first ever semester in 2014. I mean, the first semester was just so arduous. The pace of classes was too fast. And to make matters worse, on the night before my first ever calculus exam, I was ready to go to bed until I felt this strange pain on my left side. I thought I pulled a muscle. I tried to sleep it off and take a pill, but the pain just kept hurting. So I had to go to the hospital. And in the emergency room, that's where I found out I had a kidney stone. So I had to postpone my calculus exam. Uh, Thankfully, the stone passed, but it would not be the first. It would not be the last time I had a kidney stone. Earlier this summer, I had one during the Olympics, and this time it passed. Anyway, I'm sorry for getting off topic. Just so you know, I just want to let you know that college can be very, very strange, but what matters is how you cope with it, how you adapt to it, how you deal with your new surroundings. Don't worry about it. stuff like that's gonna happen. You just gotta enjoy the ride. And if you do play football, if you don't get like a football scholarship, don't worry about it. You can still play football.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, and one of the things I miss most about college is like my relationships to certain people. For example, in 2017, I got to know members of the women's soccer team. In fact, one of the members of the team just happened to be in the same lecture hall with me for general physics too.
Mhm.
We would see each other like once in a while, and I would get to know members of the women's team by watching the men's soccer team. And I really enjoyed this camaraderie, this type of friendship, getting to know each other, and asking some questions. I mean, don't be afraid to ask too many questions. I mean, sooner or later you find something in common with them.
Mhm.
Amazing. Love it. So next we're going to talk about employment. So Tyler is very, very familiar with this next stage in his life. So Tyler, right now you're looking for a job. Can you tell us a little bit about the challenges that you're facing, what type of job you're looking for, and what do you think needs to change so that people accept neurodiverse people in the workforce?
Well, I graduated in the year 2019 with a bachelor's degree in Earth, Environmental, and Atmospheric Science. I know it was going to be quite difficult getting a job in this particular field, but I did not I did not expect I did not think it would be that difficult. Like 2.5 years removed from graduation, and still no job in this particular field. So I applied for like a lab technician job, and I'm struggling to get one myself. I was lucky enough to get a night shift job as a night auditor at a hotel like 1 year ago this week. I mean, it's just so strange. Like, well, I'm not gonna go into details on it. Anyway, the hardest part about getting a full time job is trying to sell yourself the right way, and I've submitted like so many applications that I would have to revise my resume and cover letter each and every time, and I'm just trying to convince certain employers and companies that I'm the right person for the job. And well, anyway, I was lucky enough to make some friends and get some work here and there and gain some references, do the right things here and there. Just have some faith in myself and just get whatever mentorships and internships they're out there. I interned for the Office of Sustainability with UMass Lowell in 2018, which was a pretty fun part-time gig for me. I mean, I mean, what would to answer your question, what would help people on the spectrum get employment? Like, I think it all starts with like mentorships and internships, and more services for those on the autism spectrum. I mean, you got more people on the spectrum that are being educated, not just in high school or secondary education, but in college, in the universities. People are taking advantage of those services. They're trying to make friends, gain references here and there, and you know, I, you know, for all those employers out there, I think they need to put away their fears and their personal prejudices aside. I have skills in education, but just not enough work experience, and that's one problem. That's why I have been struggling so much. I mean, there's just this unwillingness to trust people like me. I mean, it's just this lack of trust, and of course, this COVID thing just put all this thing out of put all this out of hand. I mean, it's been very, very tough for people like me, and well, it's just I just don't have the words to describe it.
Definitely. And so this show is also to help launch the news. Tyler and I have very exciting news. We're proud to announce that Tyler is the Flutie Foundation's newest Flutie Fellow. So Tyler will be joining as a Flutie Fellow, and we will support Tyler's opportunities as he pursues his life and career dreams and passions and goals. So whether it's opportunities, speaking opportunities, golf opportunities, opportunities to network with environmental science people. That's what the fellowship will do. So hopefully great things ahead. Tyler, we're so excited to be working with you in the upcoming year, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes. So Thomas, you are about to go to college. You're the step before Tyler is. So Tyler's looking for a job, but you're preparing for that step, I guess. So do you know what you're going to major in college at all, or do you like have an idea of what what is your dream job after you graduate?
For college, I'm thinking about majoring in electrical engineering and maybe a minor in computer science as well. And I'm hopefully get a job doing something working with like power grid systems or renewable energy.
Oh, love it. There's a little connection there.
That's an excellent idea. I was trying to pursue some of that myself. I, I I took renewable energy as an elective course at Middlesex quite a while ago. I graduated from Middlesex College in 2014 with highest honors, and not many people get to have a grade point average in the high threes, particularly 3.83. And I wish you all the best. In particular, I mean, go for it. I mean, green energy and fighting climate change is the way to go nowadays. I mean, we need more awareness. We need more people to understand that we can only live on one planet, and we just happen to live on planet Earth, and this planet is more fragile than people realize. What I realized too, and then the more I learned about science, the more I believed in it.
Mhm.
Amazing. Well, I will definitely be connecting the two of you offline. So, Thomas, if you have any questions as you enter college, or vice versa, Tyler, if you have any questions for Thomas. But that concludes our show. Unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about? Any closing thoughts?
No.
Well,
Thomas, do you play golf?
Uh, I I have played before, but I'm not very good.
yeah, golf takes a lot of concentration. I mean, you have to start up very young, and it's not an easy game to master after all. And well, as for me, it's tough to play golf when you have so many thoughts running through your mind. And golf is the kind of game that tries to be distraction free. I always try to remember not to be too hard on myself because it will affect your focus and mental state and eventually your game. And that's another one of my challenges. And I take it like sometimes it doesn't matter what sports you play so long as you put your heart and effort to it, and you have to have the right mentality, the right mindset. I mean, sure, each sport has its own mentality, but glory is forever.
Love it. Great note to end on. Well, I hope the both of you have a great Thanksgiving, and thank you for joining tonight's show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.